Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jade and I'm a photographer, and today I'm showing you guys a lighting breakdown of one of my photo shoots that I recently did. If you're new to this channel, then hi, welcome. My name is Jade. I may be a photographer, but I also do some vintage reselling on the side. I love the sustainability part about vintage and thrifting. I don't really have a niche. I'm a multi-passionate gal. I love to do a bunch of things. So this channel is just kind of everything. And if you want to know more about my life, then give me a subscribe. Actually, don't subscribe yet. Watch my video in full, and if you like it and if you want to see more stuff, then subscribe. If not, that's okay too. Let's get right into the studio lighting breakdown. So this is the wide view of what my studio looks like. Ignore the mess right here. Like I said, I'm a vintage reseller, so I have a bunch of clothes just around my photography studio. This photo shoot, we only use 3 lights. It is a very simple lighting setup. You can definitely do it yourself as well. For the main light, we only have one, and it is to the right of the model. I have this Godox 8400 Pro with the parabolic white line umbrella with the diffuser. This one is just right to the model, pointing downwards at her. The reason why I like to do this is because I love shadows and contrast when taking photos. So I like to always put the light onto the right or the left of the model, where it creates more shadows on the other side of the model's face. So this time I have it on the right side, so it has deeper shadows on the left, and I can play around with that contrast in editing. So you see in the back, I have 2 lights. One's pointing upwards towards the backdrop, and then this one is kind of pointing towards my leg right here. Okay, so the light back there is a Godox SK402. It is on a reflector cone with a grid. The grid is 60 degrees. The control of the light is a lot more narrow, so it's going directly towards the model and creating a nice harsh shadow on the floor. It's good to have a grid like that when you don't want to spill too much light onto the backdrop. Let me give you guys a closer look of what it looks like. This is what it looks like. It's like a honeycomb. I'm gonna pop this off and then show you guys. This is what it looks like. Right now the light is without a grid, so we're gonna pop her on to see what she looks like. Right now the light is spreading a whole bunch, so if I was to do this during my photo shoot, then the spread of light would have hit the backdrop and a lot more of the model. But because I wanted the light to only hit her legs and the floor, I put a 60-degree grid on it. And there you go. It's controlled the light a lot more, and it's aiming more towards where I want the light to hit. All right, now we're gonna talk about this light right here. This one, honestly, is more for like creative purposes and more separation from the model than the backdrop. That one is pointed a little bit more upwards because my ceiling is white, so it gives a nice little bounce. But this one doesn't have a grid, it just has a reflector cone on it, so the spread of light is still pretty good, but still directional at the same time. I'm gonna take you guys up close of what this one looks like. This is also the Godox SK402. This one doesn't have a grid on it, it is just a reflector cone. And as you can see with the mod light, it is pointing a little bit upwards but still hitting the backdrop at the same time. If I was to point that light exactly on the backdrop, it would be way too hot of a spot. Of course I can turn down the power of the light, but just to have a little bit more intensity in the light, I decided to point a little bit more upwards and let the light spill onto the backdrop a little bit more naturally. Alright, so that was a little lighting breakdown from the photo shoot that I had recently. If you guys like this video and want to see more, please comment down below and subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting more content about photography, vlogs of behind the scenes of my photo shoots, lighting breakdowns like this, the gear that I use, just a whole lot of content about photography, but also I do vintage reselling, and you'll see a lot of day in my life vlogs as well. But like I said, I'm a multi-passionate gal and I love a whole bunch of stuff, so subscribe if you want to see my life of me being a photographer / vintage reseller. Like this video, comment down below what you want to see. I don't know. But thank you guys for watching again, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!